Tommy sat on the side of the road, tears streaming down his cheeks as he hugged his knees to his chest. The world around him felt vast and unwelcoming, the tall grass swaying in the wind like a sea of uncertainty. He had wandered away from the picnic his family had set up in the nearby park, chasing a butterfly that had danced just out of reach. When he turned back, the laughter and chatter of his family had faded into the distance, and panic had set in. As he sobbed quietly, he felt a sudden warmth envelop him. A group of wild horses had emerged from the nearby woods, their manes flowing like silk in the breeze. They approached cautiously, their large, gentle eyes filled with curiosity. The lead mare, a striking chestnut with a white blaze, stepped closer and nuzzled Tommy's shoulder. He felt an unexpected comfort in her presence, as if she understood his fear and loneliness. The other horses gathered around him, forming a protective circle that pushed away the chill of the evening air. Feeling a strange sense of safety, Tommy wiped his tears and stood up. The mare turned, glancing back at him as if inviting him to follow. With hesitant steps, he trailed behind her as she led him through the tall grass and towards an old barn nestled at the edge of a sprawling field. The barn was worn but sturdy, its wooden beams weathered by time and the elements. The mare nudged open the creaking door, and Tommy stepped inside, feeling a sense of belonging wash over him. Inside the barn, the scent of hay and horses filled the air, and Tommy felt a warmth that contrasted sharply with the chill of the outside world. Just then, Samuel, the barn's owner, appeared. A kind man in his 50s with a gentle smile and a weathered face, he looked surprised to see the boy. "Well, hello there," he said softly, kneeling down to Tommy's level. "What's a little one like you doing out here all alone?" Tommy hesitated, the weight of his loneliness pressing down on him. But something about Samuel's warm demeanor made him feel safe enough to speak. "I got lost," he whispered, his voice barely audible. Samuel's heart ached as he listened to Tommy's story. He gently took the boy's hand and led him to a cozy corner of the barn, where he offered him some warm milk and cookies. Days turned into weeks, and Tommy found solace in the barn and the wild horses that roamed freely. Samuel became a father figure to him, teaching him how to care for the animals and sharing stories of his own childhood. Slowly, Tommy began to open up, sharing his fears and missing his family. Samuel listened patiently, offering comfort and understanding. However, news of Tommy's disappearance reached his biological parents, the Thompsons, who had been frantic with worry. They arrived at the barn one afternoon, their faces etched with concern. The reunion was bittersweet. While Tommy felt a rush of love for his parents, he also felt a deep connection to Samuel and the life he had built in the barn. As the days passed, a custody battle began. The courtroom was filled with tension as Tommy sat between his two families, his heart torn in two. The judge listened intently, weighing the arguments from both sides. In the end, he ruled that Tommy would be best with Samuel, allowing the Thompsons visitation rights. Tommy's heart raced as he processed the decision. He loved Samuel, but he also loved his parents. The thought of choosing one over the other felt unbearable. Yet, as time went on, he began to forge a unique relationship with both families.